I hold similar view with Obi, who asked if he'll leave his shop to go running after thieves, Dr. Pogo. National President of the Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Bitrus Pogo, has said that he is not advocating for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to probe the former administration. He said that what Nigerians need is good governance and for the government to work in the interest of the masses. He said this in a recent interview with the Sun newspaper, which was published on Saturday, the 8th of July. During the interview, Mr. Pogo, or Dr. Pogo, was reminded that some people calling for President Bola Tinubu to probe the former government of President Buhari, and he was asked what his opinion on the issue is. In his response, he said that he holds a similar view with the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, who asked if he would leave his shop to go running after thieves instead of taking care of his shop for it to grow. The MBF leader said that he doesn't care if Tinubu probes Buhari or the people that worked with him because all of them are all members of the APC, and that Tinubu is a product of what Buhari did. Exactly. But still, because it's the APC and they were the ruling party, to be honest, if you're the ruling party, you basically own INEC and you basically own the elections. So it wasn't unrealistic for them to bring in Tinubu, and Tinubu won, but saying that you were going to leave your shop to run after the thieves, well, if the thieves are going to give you a cut from what they stole, then would you care? And first of all, do you feel like you own the shop? Because at the end of the day, these thieves we're talking about are not just stealing, stealing sweets and stealing chewing gum. Okay, theft we're talking about is diversion of funds, especially oil theft, which is a major that's the thievery we're talking about here. And of course, in the CBN, with appointing or discussing budgets for different projects, commissioning them to companies we've never heard of. This is how they divert funds. And so saying that Tinubu shouldn't probe, I mean, if he has good intentions, he should actually probe. But the thing is, he can't probe when it was his team that were the thieves, right? That would basically mean you're telling him to break up his political party, the political party that brought him to where he is. But even for Peter Obi as well, I'm kind of surprised that Peter Obi would say that. Of course, we are so overwhelmed with a lot of problems, but the problem with our government is it's so much reliance on who's in government. Like, we don't have a system that just exists and functions by itself, whereby if a new administration comes or a new political party wins, nothing significantly changes, right? So you have different administration come in and they change the law every single time they're there. You have different, like the Electoral Act. How can a year to the elections, you then come up with the Electoral Act as amended and you give a whole set of guidelines on how you're going to run the elections from how it was before? Not like there was an improvement. Improvements are different, but like having so much change, it's like, how do you then probe the past government who came and changed what was there before? So there's no existing system that just allows people to enter, do their roles, and then you look at the judiciary, look at the judicial system, and you have, cases that have been there 10 years, 15 years that have to do with your government, but then a new government comes in, new president comes in, changes laws, amends the laws. So what you could hold someone accountable for in the past 8 years, presently you can't hold them accountable for again. So then what are you probing? So it's like each political party comes in, and it seems like a thing of pride and a thing of name that we were the ruling party for this period of time. So what's the point of probing when there's no system that enables accountability and actual, for lack of a better word, like reparations? How would they, for example, if Tinubu then probed and found that, okay, fine, this X amount of money was missing, where would they get it from? Where would they then say, okay, we're going to get this money back and then divert it and, put it in the right areas? So, yeah. Let's look at comments. First, by this anonymous person says, Nigeria is really at a crossroad. Nigeria is crying for help, but who will take the lead? The crop of leaders we have today cannot do that. And they'd never do that. And it's not like they don't know the right thing to do. They just don't want to do it. And it's very sad to have, leaders with a very small mindset who just think and would depend on oil till, I don't even know, I guess we have a lot of oil to depend on, but still to just stay there and say, you know what, our corruption will be based on, crude oil, and that's it. So it's like you don't have, people in government who are progressive regardless. So saying Nigeria's at a crossroad and who would lead Nigeria is like, come on. Anyways, if there was to be a probe, it would be sham. Nothing will come out of it. It will be a further waste of resources of the same party, same president. But see all the vehicles that are purchased and taken to Niger, and look at the cost of, okay, I'm really comfortable with this person saying. Anyways, so you agree with Obi's opinion that looters should be left with their loot. Exactly. So I'm even surprised that Peter Obi would say that. Of course, I understand that at the end of the day, whatever is given to us that happens in the government is what has been given to us. You never really know. And that's why I say it's like, even with Peter Obi saying, you know what, I'll just go there and do my job. It's like Peter Obi knows, okay, fine, I may not ruffle these feathers if I want to last and, be in this position. And you can tell that, with Peter Obi's plan of just even trying to do his job as president was already going to ruffle feathers, let alone then digging into who did this and who did what. Then, you see Peter Obi is really asking for some trouble for himself. Put what you think in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.